Hello, it's the Cryo Lady. Anyway, look, got my sea salt dress on. Now, I actually only wear sea salt clothing if I can absolutely help it. The only thing sea salt they don't make, but if they did, I'd buy it, is underwear. They do night clothes. So they do night clothes, they do dresses. I got loads of dresses. They do dresses, tops, trousers, tunics, socks, night clothes. I've got 2 sets of pyjamas, but I want to get some more night clothes from Sea Salt. And they do jumpers, cardigans, and sort of, I don't know what you call them. We used to call them tank tops. But anyway, I'm going to try and get into this now. It's enough of that. I'll keep Sea Salt in business, probably. I think my kids get fed up because I keep talking about Sea Salt. They also did shoes, right? It's just turned itself off, stupid me. Come on, look. There you go. I'll have to just press it quick. That's the ticket. Blemish, and I'm going in for blemish repair. I decided I've got rosacea on my chops. But actually, to be fair, it is looking better. There you go. I got just over 8 minutes to bore the living lights out of you. So yeah, I do like wearing sea salt clothes. Anyway, guess what? I got some money yesterday for my birthday, and I also have, I've got my own income anyway, I'm retired, what can I say? Apart from Sausage, who lives in the corner, that's the nightmare neighbour, and he thinks that both Phil and I are a pair of, what does he call us? I keep forgetting. I keep meaning to try and get it the right way round. Unemployed scrounging benefit cheats. So Phil was up at 5 o'clock this morning, because he's got to go to Plymouth. Now, the reason why he's going to Plymouth is because he needs to get an early day of scrounging in. He's got to do some panhandling, grifting panhandling. Anyway, no, we're not on benefits, because benefits are there for people that need them, and we don't need them. So we don't claim them. There you go. Anyway, what's I going to say? I could poke myself in the eye. Yes. So yes, I got some money for my birthday, and I've got my own money, like I say. And what I decided to do was I decided to put that towards getting some Botox. So I go to this place in Torquay, and it's called Adorabelle. And the lady that owns it is called Justina, and she is absolutely wonderful. She's really great. Now, I probably only go on average about once. I probably go once a year, maybe. Yeah, about once a year-ish. And I'm not interested in having lots of stuff done. Everything I have done, I would say, is fairly sympathetic. So I will have 3 areas of Botox, and that will be here, sort of here, my forehead, and around my eyes. That's where I have it done. Okay, have it done around here. Because I'm 59 now, so I also have 1 mil of lip filler. Okay. Now, they, again, that doesn't, if you looked at me, if you saw me with my lip filler, you probably wouldn't really think I'd had anything done. It's very sympathetic. I don't go for, really pumped up lips. I think that looks, for me, that's not the look that I want. And also, I noticed as I was scrolling through Justina's Adorable website that they have this, what was it, spring mega bundle. Yes. So if you, the spring mega bundle includes, it's called a 5-point a 5-point facelift with Lumi Pro. It's I think it's like a hyaluronic acid treatment, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't do, you know, lift your, I'm not expecting miracles, all right, because I mean that would be a miracle. But what I just like to, I do like to look after my skin. I do have a skincare regime, and one of the things I would always recommend to people anyway of any age, use sunscreen. Put sunscreen on your face every single day. If you don't put anything else on your face, get yourself a factor 50 and put it on your face. You will thank me. Now, do you look after your skin? I mean, what sort of skincare regime do you use? You know, what brand of clothes do you like buying? Because I'll tell you something, right? I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So I like I said, I like sea salt clothing. Now, if you go onto the sea salt website, it's pretty expensive. It is pretty expensive. But they also have an outlet on eBay. So you can buy sea salt clothing from there. And if you keep your eye out, you know, you can get a lot of it very, very heavily reduced. And because sea salt's quite sort of a classic look, you know, certainly for me, but again, it's like, do you know what? I don't knock any store, because you can find pieces in any store, no matter how old you are, because sea salt at the moment, well, sea salt sort of did quite a retro look, sort of 1940s vibe, which is very popular. And I mean, a lot of people would wear that, no matter what their age is, and their coats and things like that. And again, some of their shoes, their boots that they used to do. Now, they don't do shoes or boots anymore. So what I've been doing is I've been buying up shoes from their eBay outlet. So I've basically stocked up on shoes, because I only had tatty old shoes before, but theirs are really, really nice. They're lovely. It's sad that they've stopped. It's sad that they've actually stopped doing that. But anyway, getting back to my face stuff from Adorable. So for 3 areas of Botox, 1 mil of lip filler, and the Lumi Pro, and they've called that the Spring Mega Bundle. That's going to cost me £340. Like I say, some of that money, in fact, actually, to be fair, quite a bit of it, because I got some of the money that was given for, I think it was what was it, Mother's Day, because Phil likes to spoil me. He likes to buy me things, you know. He likes to do nice things to me, and he always does. He made my birthday absolutely wonderful yesterday. It's really, really great. So I'm having that done before I go on holiday, because we're going on holiday to Corfu in May for a week's getaway. Recharge the batteries. So I really hope that when we leave, it's raining cats and dogs here, because, you know. But like I say, what sort of skincare regime do you use? Do you use sunscreen? Have you ever had Botox, and what did you think? What do you think of Botox? And what do you think of lip fillers? And facelifts. I'd love to have a facelift, actually. But I get a bit worried about going under the anaesthetic and all that, because I think I might not come back round again. Then again, what would I know about it? Having said that, my family would be devastated. But would you have, you know, would you consider having Botox? And also, you know, do you like a bargain? Do you like to get a bargain? Because I know where you can get lots of bargains. That's why I shop around. I think it's the only way. This day, I mean, everything's so expensive. But, you know, I think you've got to find your fun where you can. You've got to enjoy yourself. That's why I love birthdays, and we're going to have Easter soon. I enjoy that too. I'll tell you what, I'd start celebrating Eid as well, really. Why not? Anything, really. Anything to have a good time and be with family. I'm up for celebrating pretty much any religious holiday. I'm up for it because I know quite a lot about different religions and so on. But there you go. Bye.